Here's your dad getting ready for his surgery.
That's all, folks.
They gave you a nerve block.
Yeah.
And
Both these.
and you had a little sedative.
Cocktail.
Yeah. To relax you because you're a little anxious.
And they shaved my legs.
And they shaved your legs.
I feel like Joe Namath now.
And they gave you little smiley faces on your knees.
Yeah.
So you know that you're getting both knees done. Oh, Lord have mercy. All right. You'll be fine. Be over before you know it. This is your dad's room, but he's not here yet. He should be coming anytime. They said like 5 minutes. So I don't know. You know, I'm wondering if they're going to admit him because they're bringing him up to a room. Otherwise, normally, I would think I would see him in the recovery room. So I'm going to take this as a sign that he's going to at least be here maybe overnight. We'll see. Well, you're back in the room, but you're still pretty out of it. So we'll have to see what they say when your nurse comes in. I guess PT tried to work with you, but you were too sleepy under all the anesthetic. Oh yeah, I can see it. I can see it's definitely.
And she said it would swell at strange places.
Really?
Yeah.
That sucks. Like what? What do you mean strange places? What does that mean?
Big right there, just out the blue.
Yeah, it does feel like does look like a knot or something.
Yeah.
Wow, it's just tape. Is it tape? I don't know what it is.
It
It's
is
got
tape.
Mm-hmm. Wow. Well, this is only day one. Technically, this is just day one.
Okay, ain't that bad.
I'm trying to get a picture, but if
I don't think I have one on me, and I can get one for you, but I just kind of call them the bed homework exercises, and those are ankle pumps, the knee push down, thigh squeezes that you were doing earlier where you tightened your butt, those, and then also just the heel slide where you were trying to bend it up. So these are, definitely in the chair, you can work on those. Try a couple of the push down, like flatten those knees down, squeeze and tighten your butt, and then let everything relax. Excellent. Do some of those. And just kind of a long pause and relax. Good. Okay. And then that's really helping those knees get nice and straight when you push them down. So you might feel the pull in the back.
Don't you remember when you were standing, how we kept saying make those legs straight?
Mm-hmm.
Because they kind of want to be a little bent, which makes it even harder.
Mm-hmm.
You need that stability by straightening them.
he hasn't heard anything. I don't know how long it's going to take
Okay.
to hear.
Yeah.
Excellent. I'll get you a picture with those kind of 3
Mhm.
and then
Yeah.
you'll kind of just work on those as you're laying. You're up in the chair, getting a nice pull. You're just gonna hold it there and just breathe.
You're bending pretty well, actually.
Mm-hmm. Right away,
Yeah.
you're just gonna work them. So you've got that direction, and then just the opposite, which is bending them back. So maybe the next time you bend them back, we can kind of stop wherever you have to stop, and then we'll try to stand from that position. trying to get you to do is to straighten them out.
That's too low.
So straightening them out, but also,
You mean when I rise?
Yes.
yeah, like at the top, when you're up, you wanna push them back.
You were kind of trying with your arms, like from here, trying to lift yourself up, like while you're still forward, you would try to straighten them.
Straighten them.
Yeah.
And then once they're straight down here is when you straighten up at the top.
You were trying to kind of, I think, do everything with your arms.
And your arms are getting tired.
Mm-hmm.
Which is, I mean, thank goodness you have your arms, because you're definitely gonna
Yeah.
use them.
But if you're trying to stand too much and your legs are too bent, I mean, that takes a lot of strength to maintain that. So it's like you gotta get those knees straight to be able to have the weight go straight down through them.
Minor detail, but let's get you covered.
That was the leg that was kind of ugly earlier. Maybe we try, you know how we had you kind of go along the bedside? Let's try that again. And maybe, you want to maybe just come towards me and then.
You're just gonna keep your leg relaxed, and I want you to lean your chest forward like I'm pulling it with a rope. You're gonna come forward, and you're gonna start to just feel a bigger stretch in the back of your leg. When you feel like you've got a good one that's kind of moderate, that we can hold, just stop wherever that is. You there?
Right about there, yeah.
And let's just breathe and just stretch. So we're doing this to help that knee get nice and straight. Just like we were working on those knee push downs in bed, this is just another one that we can do to help with the straightening. And as I was telling him earlier, this is something we want to really try to get the most that we can in the first week or two after surgery, because it gets harder and harder to get. So we're really going to focus on this.
Right.
And as you hold it, you may notice it starts to not be as intense. And then in that case, you can lean a little more and kind of follow it.
You're leaning into it.
Uh-huh. Down, and I'm gonna see if you resting it might feel kind of stiff here. I want you to just rest it on my foot here. Does that feel like a good enough height to rest? Okay, just really relax. This one, we're gonna do, and we're gonna just do the same thing on the other side, okay?
This one's hard to bend up.
Hard to get up. Okay, I'll help you lift it.
You have something to
Yeah, so
refer
it's
to.
gonna be kind of, it's gonna look like kind of
Yeah,
cone
it's-
shaped when you pull it
Yes,
out. Does
cone
that seem
shape.
right?
Yes, it
So, and
does.
yours might be a little bit bigger if you got, because you could
Did
pick
they?
sizes on Amazon, but
Uh-huh.
It's not.
so-
It's just.
I have
This seems a little
basically
more
then with the cone, a space for the foot.
Okay.
Okay,
Feel really
so that's
extreme
gonna
where
go
they had you.
on over like his foot, okay? So that like here's his foot.
Right, and the
Okay.
strap is under his heel.
And, the strap is coming out the toe.
Oh.
Like pretend like my hand's a foot.
Your hand's a foot.
Okay. So I'm taking, the stocking has a hole in the toe.
Uh-huh.
So I'm taking the stocking and I'm putting it all the way up the leg.
Okay.
Over this thing. I leave this in place while I get the whole stocking in place.
Okay.
Okay. The stocking also has like a little spot on the heel. It's like a little square almost. You can kind of tell where the heel is. Getting it over the heel is the important thing. So you have to kind of wrestle with it to keep getting it over the foot.
Over the
okay.
heel.
And I usually get everything, like I said, fully on. Okay. Once everything's in place, I grab a hold of like the material of the sock. Okay. And then this is gonna pull right out the toe. Okay.
Really?
It'll make more sense when you're actually doing it,
Well,
but
yeah.
that's the gist of it. When you pull it out, a lot of times when it's on a foot, it comes out looking like that. That's why I kind of showed you. So then to go onto the other foot, you just kind of, like I said, you just kind of restuff it.
Restuff
You
it.
put it inside of itself. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, but when you pull it out, the two layers of the material, you know, they slide on each other.
Right.
So, okay.
Right, okay.
So yeah, and you'll get the hang of it. You have to wrestle with them a little bit because they're tight. But
Yeah, that's why I didn't get no nails.
Yeah.
I was gonna get nails for my birthday, I thought.
Okay.
Yeah.
yeah.
That's a good way to get that exercise in there. Push that table out like that. Mm-mm. That's
We know
never.
what that means.
Uh-huh. Means it's still high.
Not as bad as I thought it was gonna be.
It's better.
143 over 67.
This is day 2. Your dad's having a hard time getting comfortable. I think it's because of the PT that they did with you today, huh? They really worked you.
Yeah.
But they have to do that. They have to.
Keep saying I'm doing good, but I sure don't feel like it.
Well, you are doing good. You have nothing to compare it to. You've never had knee surgery before. But they see patients like you, so if they say you're doing good, I would believe them. Well, you look good, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, considering, you know, what you're going through.
It's a lot.
Yeah, it is a lot.
Maybe tomorrow it'll be better, and I'll say, you know, I'm glad I did them both. Instead of today where I'm saying, man, I wish I wouldn't have done either of them.
Yeah. Maybe not tomorrow, but maybe within the next few days or next week or so.
Time goes by incredibly slow.
Yeah. That's good.
No, it's not. That's a drag.
Under normal circumstances, you want time to go slow.
In my book, I can't reach it.
You want it?
Yeah, I just put it on the thing.
Brought you good snacks up here.
Still don't feel like mine.
Well, you deserve it. It's got cream in it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Brought you one for now, one for later. Is it fresh?
Yeah.
Kind of, let me see what kind of pads you got. I just want to look at them. They're not even cold.
Well, no, they haven't been on me for a long time.
So,
I put that in the freezer.
yeah,
Ice bag.
yeah, but they're not even cold for you right now.
No, they're not.
Do they keep them? Do they have another set that they bring?
Yeah. If I was to say, hey, can I have some more ice on my knees, they'd bring it to me.
Oh, okay. Well, then that's good. That's nice. So this is day what? This is day Tuesday. You had your surgery. Tuesday,
Today is Sunday.
Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So this is day 5.
That's right.
Day 5. Post-op. Is that post-op? Post-operation.
Mm.
Post-operation.
Before, post,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. And you're looking good.
Oh, I'm rocking it, baby.
Yeah.
They recommend getting them both done at the same time.
Really? You highly recommend it. You didn't say that a couple days ago.
I know. It was
A couple days ago you said that
quite
you
challenging.
Yeah, a couple days ago you said that you wish you hadn't gotten anything done.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, how the tide has changed.
Hopefully it just gets better and better.
No, it will. It'll get better and better. You've been sitting up in this chair all day long. So that's a good thing. Moving the knees back and forth.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Wow. I missed that. One of those fancy choppa smiles.
Yeah.
That's just one of your exercises, huh?
Yeah.
You do that as often as you can?
Yep. When I'm just sitting around, constantly moving them.
It's hard to believe that you're doing this at only 5 days. I mean, you are you are medicated too. You just took your medicine.
Yeah, that helps.
The medicine helps. You got to keep up on the medicine, right?
Yeah.
How important is that? You feel like you could run around the block?
I do want to walk, but it's funny because you can only go so far. I feel like I want to walk, but then I'm like, oh.
Yeah.
You
But
get
you
tired.
feel like you want to walk
Yeah,
because that's what you do normally.
yeah.
You walk. Well, I'm glad to see that you're able to do these exercises. It's so important.
I do them all day.
Yeah. It's so important to the recovery time. And I guess after you've had your medicine is like the best time to do it. Don't overdo it though. Do you ever overdo it and then you get sore after the medicine starts to wear off?
Yeah, right after the PT people leave.
Yeah. That could be why your pain level is like at an 8.
Yeah, they hurt me.
It's like at an 8 just before you're getting ready to take your medicine. But you know what? You know, you just do what you feel you can do.
I wish they would time it better with the medicine. Yes. Me shirtless.
1 week. It's 1 week. Let me clean.
Filming
Yeah, all your what?
mills together.
Yeah, I know. I was wondering about that myself.
They don't go away.
So it's 1 week post-op. You had your surgery last Tuesday. Today is Tuesday, the 4th. Happy 4th of July.
Woo!
And we were going to, what was that big tip that we were going to give about,
The higher your chair is off the ground, the easier it is to stand up and sit down.
because we have brought in 2 outdoor cushions to raise you up in that chair.
That's right.
And they're thick. They're like, how thick would you say those are?
At least 4
4 inches. Yeah. The height does matter.
Absolutely.
When you're going from a sitting position and trying to get up into your walker, that's a lot of strain. And that's something that they didn't tell you.
The lower you are, the harder it is to stand up.
Right. That's just like our bed. We've had to put bricks under our bed to raise it so that you can back up into the bed and you can
Sit down easier.
sit down easier.
Get out of it easier.
Exactly. So these are things that they do not tell you, that we're finding out the hard way. We've been round and round in this room with different things, with different pillows. And I think that the solution is those cushions that we brought in. For now, anyway.
Yeah.
And we're still working on other kinks.
Innovations.
Yeah, day 7, and you've only been home 1 day, so we're still trying to figure it out. And day 7, you made 5 laps through the bathroom, out into the hallway, into the bedroom, and around and around. You went around 5 times,
Yeah.
which I think is pretty good. We just keep going.
I'm trying.
Yeah, keep on trucking. Doing laps. Yesterday you did 5.
Well, I aim to do at least 5 today, too.
Good idea. Terry was just asking about you. I figured I'd get a little video and show it to her. Got up and you brushed your teeth and you shaved. And you did 5 laps around this bathroom and hallway. And now you're playing your guitar. You got anything you want to say?
It's all right. rusty.
Yeah, that's all right. You ain't picked up your guitar in what? What'd you say the other day? 10 days?
Yeah, whatever it's been.